Alright guys, today's E4U Cricket League match is Evans Eagles versus Henry's Hawks eSports. Evans Eagles have brought Camindu Mendes into open instead of Quinton de Kock, and Henry's Hawks are going to open the bowling with Ryan Rickleton. I don't know why, but let's get into the match. Okay, join me for the toss where Joss Butler throws up the coin with Henry's Hawks calling heads. They win the toss. On a medium grassy pitch at Lords, what will Hawks choose to do? They'll have a bat first. Pat Cummins for the first ball. He's into Robert Sharma, who drives into the gap. A nice looking shot for the first ball, but it should just be the single. Maxwell collecting it near the rope. Could this be the game that Cummins finds form again for Eagles? Because he's the reason that they're not winning games, as there's an inside edge from Sharma. That'll be the first boundary. Hazelwood in again to Sharma. As he's cutting it just wide of the man at Gully. It'll be 4 runs. Cummins in again to Sharma. Short, cut away man there, takes the catch. Couldn't have picked him out better. Right down his throat. I think it was James Vince there at backward point. Just cut absolutely straight to him. Sharma's gone, 1 for 12. Spin coming on, it's Maharaj. He's been expensive in the tournament, but he has taken wickets. His first ball, it's a slog sweep in the cow corner gap, and it's 4 runs. Cummins seems to have found a little bit of form here as he's coming on to bowl his third in the power play, although that's uppercut just over the man at point, and it will be 4. 6 from the over. 2 to come as that's driven. Beautiful shot from Pant on top of the bounce, driving it through the gap between point and short cover. It will be another boundary in the over. 10 from the over so far, 1 to come. In the 5th. It's a good line and length delivery, but cut away from Pant. That means 14 from the over. It's a big one. Looked like Cummins was gaining a little bit of form and confidence, but that over's been smacked around. Maharaj to bowl a second. That's full, and he goes after it, Babar Azam. It's a pre-empty leg side region if you can get it over the infield, and that's 4 runs. Different field now. They've kept the slip in, though. That's pulled away behind square. Beats both men. Could get all the way to the boundary and will. They're picking up the rate here, Hawks. Last ball of the power play. They've capitalised on the last couple of overs, but it's still been a bit disappointing from Hawks. As that's pulled away, it'll be a 1 bounce 4. So Hawks end the power play 49 for 1. Hazelwood to Azam. He goes after it, pumping it down the ground. First sign of aggression after the power play. It's been a couple of overs. That'll be 4 for Babar Azam. Moves to 31. That's the 50 partnership. Santner to Baba. He goes after it, or doesn't really go after it, just trying to drive it down the ground for a single. Gets bowled. A really nice ball. He's just kept the line of length so well, Santner, throughout this tournament. And he's just keeping it stump to stump and getting wickets. Babar Azam's gone. 2 for 67. Santner again. Comes down. Rishabh Pant goes well after it and gets it all into the stands for 6. Andre Russell in again to Brook. Full outside edge and taken. Eagles have started to be on their game today. Just sad for them that it's late in the tournament, but they still have a chance that they can get a couple of bonus points. That is a wicket. Harry Brook's gone before he can get going. A great wicket. Andre Russell maybe finding a little bit of form again. 3 for 76. Russell in again. 2 left in the 11th. There's that short to Pant uppercut. They've played that 3 times in this innings and it's worked, all of them. That's 4 more. Santner again to Pant. He comes down edged and taken straight down Butler's lap, and it's another wicket. This time the big one of Pant. He was going very, very well. That is a huge wicket for Eagles. That will get them going. Pant gone for 36. Santner's second wicket. It's 4 for 85 now. Out comes Rashid Khan. Santner to Rashid Khan now. He goes for the paddle scoop. Gets maybe just enough on it to beat the man. It will trickle away to the boundary. 4 runs. Santner again to Rashid Khan. He goes for the paddle scoop again. Just about enough again to beat the man to the boundary. 2 left in the spell of Santner. As he comes down, gets nothing of it, Rickleton. And it's a very quick stumping by Butler. That is out. Hawks getting to 100 and then losing their 5th wicket. Maybe Eagles have an outside chance of a bonus point here to have a chance of keeping them in the tournament. Mendes hasn't played a game for Eagles so far, as his first game. His second ball is punished over the rope by Rashid Khan. It was a decent delivery, but no respect. Not sure it's the right idea from Eagles to bring on this player, as that's a paddle scoop again, coming out just over the man again. Rashid Khan's been very lucky with those paddle scoops, barely getting enough on them. But already 11 from the over, and this is helping Hawks a lot as that's edged onto his pad and taken. It was only a matter of time before he tried to paddle scoop another one and got out. He'd been getting very lucky. This isn't how I thought it would go though. Paddle scooping it onto his skull and then Butler taking a good catch. That must hurt for Rashid Khan. Very quick reaction from Butler. He's gone for 24. It's 6 for 115. Russell again. He's got 3 left. As he's on to his own stumps. An under edge from Adil Rashid, the most common dismissal in Season 1 of the E4U Cricket League. Starting to happen a lot more in the last couple of games. Adil Rashid bottom edges it onto his own stumps. Russell gets his second. It's 7 for 118. Out comes Adam Zampa, and suddenly all the clouds seem to have lifted. This has been one of the best overs of the game. Unlucky to not have got a wicket so far, Mendes, although that's a slog sweep. And it will go into the stands for 6. 3 left in the 19th over. Russell's in. Full flick just over short fine. And that will be 4 runs for Shadab Khan. Russell's got 2 balls left in his spell. So that's full to Shadab. He's flashing at it. He's really accelerated the last few balls, as that's another boundary. It's Hazelwood to bowl the 20th. As he goes after it straight away, Shadab Khan. That is all the way for 6. Suddenly, Shadab Khan's really accelerating here. As he pulls that one, there is a man there, and he takes the catch. Shadab Khan's resistance comes to an end. He's gone for 25. And maybe there's still a tiny chance of a bonus point for Eagles. I don't know. It's 8 for 142. 6 from the over and a wicket. Last ball of the innings is pulled away. It will just be a single. Hawks end on 143. It's an alright total. Let's have a look at the stats. Yeah, Henry's Hawks getting 143 for 8. Highlights are Pants 36, Babar Azam's 34, and then Rashid Khan and Shadab Khan, both the Khans, getting a couple of quick runs at the end. Bowling-wise, Santner and Russell bowling exceptionally well, but then all bowlers other than really Kavindu Mendes and Maharaj keeping an exceptionally low economy. That is going to be an okay total, you'd think, for Eagles, but their batting hasn't been thriving in the tournament so far. We'll see if they can knock off 143. Well, Henry's decided Ryan Rickleton will open the bowling, so let's see how this goes. First ball's flicked fine, and it's no run. Rickleton again to Butler. He goes after it this time. It's past short mid-wicket, into the gap, and it's 4 runs. Rickleton to bowl his 4th ball. It's edged and away into the gap, and it's 4 runs for Butler. Deekshana to Butler. Slapped away into the gap. No one's going to bother chasing that one down. It's 4 runs. Rickleton to bowl a 2nd over, as that's pumped down the ground from Kavindu Mendes. Just his 2nd ball, he's slapping it away for 4. Rickleton to bowl 3 more in the 3rd over, as Butler decides it's time to go after Rickleton. Interesting, Rickleton's bowling a 3rd here, as that's flicked away from Kavindu Mendes. It's a great shot. It's 4 runs. Rickleton into Mendes again. It's short, uppercut in the air, in the gap, and it's another boundary. 2 in a row. Rickleton once more to Mendes. It's full, he goes after it, outside edge, and it will be 4 runs. They're getting very lucky actually here, Evans Eagles against Rickleton. They've had a couple of edges. Last ball of Rickleton's 3rd is pulled away. It's a nice shot from Kavindu. Could be stopped, but it isn't. It's a boundary. Rashid again. The Butler, he goes after it, flicking it very fine. Not the best of balls from Rashid. Punished to the rope. Rashid. Wide edged and taken. Kavindu Mendes goes. Finally, Hawks have a breakthrough. Took them the whole power play and then a couple of balls, but Kamindu's gone. Looking the more dangerous of the pair as well. Is Zampa in again, and the game is just being absolutely stupid. But that's 4 runs. Zampa. The ball is 2nd, as that's crunched away from Vince into the gap. Could beat the man, and will. Good shot. Is Zampa again to Vince. So he's going for the slog sweep. It's a good yorker of a ball from Zampa. He gets nowhere near the delivery. Absolutely miles away. Sweeping way over the top of the ball. And he's gone, Vince. For 7. It's 2 for 75. Rashid Khan to Butler. 42 off 33 as there's a slog sweep. He's over the man's head at deep mid wicket. 6 runs for Butler. Moves to 48. Butler launches it. Tries to get to his 50 and does in absolutely brilliant fashion. Gets to 55, not out of 37 balls. Strike rate of just under 150 with 7 fours and 3 sixes. Zampa to Shreyas now. Goes for the reverse and gets enough of it to beat both men comfortably and find the boundary. 2 in the over now. They've already got 11 from just 4 balls. 11 from the over so far. Last ball. It's a slog sweep. I think that goes all the way for 6. It does. 17 coming from the over. Shadab again. Shreyas Iyer, who goes after that one, gets more than all of it. It's a huge 6. Not Ahmad. It's a slog sweep there from Josh Butler. Finds the middle, finds the stands. It's 6. Josh Butler's on 67. Playing a real gem of an innings here as he flicks that one away though. Man there on the rope over his head. It's 2 6s in a row. 13 coming from the over. Last ball. He goes for the slog again. There's a man on the rope over his head. It's another 6. 19 from the over. 3 6s for Butler. The end is in sight. Shadab Khan again. Butler goes after it. It's very high in the air and I think it's gone long enough. Easily has. Into the Lord's stands for another maximum. He's really accelerated here, Butler. Playing a brilliant innings. 2 runs is all that's needed here for Evans Eagles as he goes for the reverse sweep. Shreyas Iyer getting enough on it to find the boundary and give Evans Eagles their first win of the season in very, very comfortable fashion in the end. Very easy to knock off those runs. Butler and Iyer playing very well. Camindu Mendes as well getting 25. Only James Vince missing out on a start, just getting 7. Bowling-wise, they used a lot of bowlers. Ryan Rickelson at the top. It wasn't the best of choice, let's be real. Rashid Khan bowled well. Adil Rashid bowled very, very well. Should have probably been used a bit more at the end. And Deekshana only bowling 1 over, going for just the 5 runs. It was Noor Ahmad, then Adam Zampa and Shadab Khan all conceding a lot of runs that led to Hawks losing very, very easily. Standings-wise, Evans Eagles now going all the way up to 4th from last, and it's a very tight race to see who finishes last. 1 game week left. Henry's Hawks versus Imran's Joey's will be a very important match to decide who gets the wooden spoon. Knight Riders still languishing at the top of the table with 13 points. 5 more than Snakes, and Snakes have 3 more than Llamas, so Llamas do really need a win against Evans Eagles and a bonus point 1 if they want to get in that top 2. Eagles have battled hard in that game and they still have not got a chance. No. So Eagles, Joeys and Hawks are all out of the finals. None of them can get in because they have 2 points. You need at least 8 to get in. So it's not going to happen for them this season, but we'll see about next season. Anyway, that's very good. Batting wise now, let's have a look. David Warner still way ahead with most runs scored, averaging 47.2. Butler hopping into 2nd place with that huge 80 odd that he played just then. Santner 2nd, Arshdeep 1st bowling wise. What you'd expect. Player of the series, Santner's in 2nd, and it's all bowlers really at the top. All players that have accelerated with their bowling. Batting wise, Warner's not even in the top 5 for player of the series despite having the most runs scored. Next time I see you, it will be Nivets Knight Riders versus Sid Snakes, a huge rivalry and sort of a preparation match for the final, you'd say. It's going to be a very interesting one. I'll see you then. Goodbye.